go. Choose Justice Office. I think it wants me to go here next. I really hope I was done with the prison. Oh, hello. Who's this? Oh, who's that standing beside Lord Strongheart?
I wonder. I've never seen her before.
Excuse me. Ah, the young champion of the court. You had some success this morning, I understand. And you've thrown the entire government into disarray as a result.
Oh, my apologies. You mean because of Professor Hairbrain's experiment?
Sham science being demonstrated at London's great exhibition. The country's been made to look foolish, and now politicians are scrambling to respond. Lord Van Zeeks is in Whitehall as we speak, giving an emergency briefing.
Oh dear, I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
None of this is your responsibility. Actually, no, fuck you. This is all your fault. The government is entirely to blame for having been taken in. The special suspension that prevents investigation at the scene will be annulled later today.
Oh, you mean the stuff's...
Once that happens, my forensic investigation team, or FIT, will move in and deal with that scrap metal in no time.
Scrap metal now, is it? Until later then, Lord Strongheart.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, that you're more vampire than what's his?
Yeah, she is an albino. Who was that?
Don't worry about it. Probably not going to be important. That was Dr. Courtney Scythe, Scotland Yard's esteemed chief coroner. She's leading the forensic investigation team, or the FIT's, handling of this case. She was just delivering her report about the victim, in fact.
Oh, I see. About Mr. Assman.
Following the outcome of the trial earlier, I asked the coroner's office to reevaluate its findings. I don't have time to tell you what she concluded. If you want to know, you'll have to ask her directly.
But she just left!
I know. I'm a dick.
Okay.
Now, what were you here to see me about? I can give you 7 minutes and 39 seconds of my time.
Six minutes and 54 seconds.
Sorry, I'm setting a timer for that amount of time. So he's not running quite so spectacularly late anymore. Hold on. Before we do anything, can you take a look at this? By the way, Lord Strongheart, about this...
The symbol of defense law in the Japanese judiciary.
Oh, I didn't expect you to know that.
We never accept foreign students before first researching the legal systems of their home countries. But such trinkets are merely for show. The only true measure of your worth is your performance in court. That's why we allow every lawyer to come into court half-dressed and reeking of alcohol.
Yes, right.
If anything else you want to talk about, you only have 6 minutes and 45 seconds left.
What exactly is the forensic investigation team that you mentioned before?
Why are you talking so fast? The British Empire's police force must become the most exemplary in the world. For that to happen, it's imperative that we embrace forensic science and everything it has to offer. I first created the FIT a year ago now, unofficially of course, to pave the way.
Goodness, a year ago?
At next month's symposium, I intend to present the results of their work to the world. Once I do that, the House of Lords will be powerless to oppose the creation of a full-scale forensics division. And once that happens, the position of Attorney General will be mine, and criminals will suffer dearly.
What do you mean by that?
For too long, those scoundrels have made a mockery of our legal system with false evidence and bribes. The London scum is about to be rounded up and burnt in the fires of hell. I intend to see to it personally. By creating the finest police force the world has ever known, to protect our honor and our future.
Look at those eyes. He means every word.
Dr. Scythe is an extremely reliable coroner, and When I officially establish the forensics division at Scotland Yard, she will run it as my right-hand woman. Now then, speaking of the symposium, Miss Mikotoba,
Oh, yes, my lord.
your father should be on the high seas as we speak, making his way here to represent the Empire of Japan.
Yes, that's right. I understand you all arrive at the beginning of next month.
Are you acquainted, Lord Strongheart? With Professor Mikotoba, I mean.
Dots. It was many years ago now, but yes, I remember Dr. Mikotoba very well.
But before we talk about that, I want to talk about my boyfriend, Lord Van Zeeks, actually. I heard that his older brother was killed some years ago by a mass murderer known as the Professor, who targeted nobles and royalty. Is that right?
It's a long story. You Japanese are a thorough lot. You've done your research well. Yes. It all began with that very incident that gave rise to the Reaper.
What? Why?
When his brother, Clint,
His name's Clint.
was murdered, it was just after young Barrack had graduated from the University of London and become a prosecutor.
So you were right, he was a different person, probably more chipper.
When obvious criminals who managed to evade a conviction in court started disappearing, rumors quickly spread throughout the capital. Londoners started to say that wherever Barrack Van Zeeks went, the ghost of his dead brother wasn't far behind.
Oh, my word.
So, Lord Van Zeeks isn't a Reaper. It's the ghost of his brother? Wait, what am I talking about? This is stupid. There's no such thing as ghosts.
Ever since that time, he became a very aloof figure in London's legal circles.
I wouldn't describe his behavior as aloof. Oh, I guess that's it.
My memory serves, it was some 15 years ago now that your father came to Britain as a visiting student.
Is the...
The year I was born, so yes, 16 years ago, in fact.
Mikotoba was a young practitioner of forensic science, and Shikuquaza accompanied him as a young, promising judge. The punctiliousness and politeness of the Japanese at the time impressed us greatly. Dots. Not that I wish to imply impoliteness or carelessness on your part in any way. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left, by the way.
I didn't think that you were... oh.
Dr. Mikotoba studied forensics at one of London's large hospitals. St. Sinners, if I'm not mistaken. Dr. Scythe was also there then, as it happens.
That's crazy.
Then Dr. Scythe knows my father, does she?
I said she practiced at the same time. Have you ever been to a college? Do you know everybody you go to college with, you fucking moron?
Oh, I didn't accept too many people at college during these times.
Fair enough. She was a young medical assistant at the time, so I doubt their paths crossed regularly. But I've no doubt they knew each other superficially. After all, Dr. Mikotoba was here studying his subject for some 6 years in total.
6 years? That's a long time to be studying abroad, isn't it?
I lived with my grandmother in those years.
So he left his newly born daughter behind and went overseas for 6 whole years?
It was a rather turbulent time at home.
Oh.
Perhaps father wanted a reason to get away.
What do you mean? Why? He didn't really love me, did he? Well,
We found out he was actually gay.
clearly something was going on at the time. And Susato clearly has daddy issues. Oh, yes, Lord Strongheart.
Go ahead.
It's about Professor Harebrain's experimental machine. We'd like your permission to examine the remains, if possible.
I suppose you still have 1 minute and 5 seconds left. You're still well versed in science, then.
Not in the slightest. In fact, you could say I was barely aware of the subject at all until recently.
You shouldn't be so proud of that. Well, the special suspension legally preventing investigation of the machine is currently being annulled. Within a few hours, Dr. Scythe's team of forensic experts will begin their own investigation. But I suppose until then, there's no harm in you looking at the wreckage, as long as you touch nothing.
Thank you. Being able to look at
Breathe. bites at it and it falls apart.
It just fucking shatters, yeah.
And I'll be able to see it too.
Your time.
No, we have 21. We have 20 seconds left. 19, 18. 17.
Your time.
Is up.
You'll have to excuse me now, I'm afraid. My next engagement calls.
He just goes up to the big clock window and starts cooing like a pigeon.
We are extremely sorry to have troubled you when you're so busy, my lord.
Not now. Coo. Coo. I have more important matters to attend to in preparation for the symposium, you understand. Coo.
Starts unbuckling his belt. Oh dear, he's going to shit on the sidewalk. We better leave.
A new location has been added.
Okay, I have so much to do now. So we can go to the... Let's just go to the forensic laboratory, because it's new, and I have a feeling that if we go to the stage, we're not going to find anything there. I believe this is it. Dr. Scythe's laboratory. That chemical smell really assaults the nose. There's plenty of assault the eyes in here, too.
It looks as though the doctor isn't here.
Oh, god damn it.
But we're here now, so we might as well do some sightseeing, don't you think?
What a seasoned tourist you've become, Miss Susato. We can just have a little look around, being careful not to upset any restless souls. By which I mean that skeleton in the closet. Look at this! What a magnificent display case! The cherry wood has been polished to a high sheen, and the intricate carving is a joy to behold. Western cabinet makers really are very skilled, aren't they? Oh, so there's a skeleton there!
Do you have nothing to say about the skeleton inside, Mr. Naruto?
The what? Miss Susato, can't you tell that I'm trying very hard to avoid talking about the terrifying contents of the case? It's how I cope.
I'll be sure to remember that from now on. Oh, do you think we should start calling out to... I just forgot his name.
I don't know.
Our dead friend's name. See if his ghost will appear.
I'm not sure what's important or not, so I'm just gonna try to skim through this. Ah, murder weapons. Terrible sense of smell.
Or no sense of smell.
Or no sense of smell, you
like
know?
me.
I mean, to be honest, you can get used to smells.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on. Let me check something. Didn't Madame Two Spells, didn't she... Never mind. Highly toxic. Salt and pepper? Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find anything in here. Of course, there are not any human organs or anything like that. See,
Nothing terrible.
I think the book is the only thing that that actually is important. Look at this big, thick book here.
2 C's. Ah, it appears to have been an accounting ledger. It's a record of the forensic of Fitz spending, I think.
Ah, the fit, you mean?
Oh?
What is it?
It's clear that the team purchased various equipment and supplies on a monthly basis, but...
There's a 10,000 pound claim for candy on here. Candy with an I.
Well, entry seems rather strange.
My point still stands. In what regard?
They're buying 500 scalpels each month, every month.
500? What, are they made of fucking plastic? Must be working really hard on dissecting corpses.
I don't know. Judicial autopsies are only carried out in certain special circumstances. And scalpel blades can be sharpened, too.
They're just extra careful about cross-contamination. Anytime they set their scalpel down, they have to use a new one.
They're secret assassins. They use a scalpel.
It's a horribly inefficient weapon.
That's why they need so many of them, so they can practice.
What are you doing? Ah! Well, wouldn't be the first time I've been caught with my pants down when a beautiful woman walks in. She just fucking smacks us.
We both smack him.
Sorry, we had something we wanted to ask you, but you weren't here, so you decided to look through my drawers? That's acceptable to you people from the East, is it? Oh boy, more racism. Lord Strongheart told us, you see, that it was you who examined the victim's body, Mr. Assman's body. It was actually more of a tit man, if I'm being honest. Oh, you meant his name. Dots.
So we've come to ask you about your findings. Oh, Lord Strongheart's advice.
What was that first word?
On.
Dots. Very well. If the Lord Chief Justice has given his consent, I'll tell you what our investigation revealed. But when we're done, you must leave immediately. Yay! Who are you?
You should present the armband.
Yeah, I would just do that. Oh, sometimes it doesn't work though. Think I'm good enough, do you? So I'm not good enough? In that case, why would you show me anything? Oh, is that how she's gonna be? Oh my goodness. Okay.
What is she gonna be?
We'll see. So you want to know what the forensic investigation team, or FIT, is determined from its examination of the scene. The victim, Mr. Odie Assman, who disappeared from the experimentation stage amid an explosion, and the Mr. Assman, who appeared moments later partway up the Crystal Tower, were without question one and the same person. That is the team's conclusion. But that can't be right. If it was an elaborate trick, we can only speculate about how it was carried out.
Let's see. Two people who look very similar to each other were involved.
What if they're twins?
They could have made it appear as if one single person had switched places, couldn't they?
Very true, but sadly in this instance, what if it's a what if, and hear me out, Odie Assman had been taking the DNA of another person, and half of his body is this other person's DNA. This other person is only half of a person now.
What if the one we saw on the stage was actually the reflection mirror?
No, I'm talking about AI.
Oh, I know.
Nirvana initiative. Such a fucking stupid. Yeah, you fucking grafted half of this person's body onto your own, and somehow you're both still alive. Fuck that.
Well, he didn't even do it. It was his parents that did it.
I know, but still, like that.
He was still alive.
There's so much leaps in logic that game makes, and I'm just like, this isn't fun. As a mystery game, it's not fun.
At least on the first one, once you got all of the answers, it made sense.
Absolutely, yeah. The man who disappeared and the man who subsequently reappeared was the same person. The fingerprints at the scene make that quite evident. Fingerprints. They're not yet officially recognized as forensic evidence in the British judicial system, but one day they will be used as an investigative aid as a matter of course.
Oh my, but that would mean that the instant kinesis actually took place. So, where does that leave us?
Magic is real. My team was tasked with investigating, not drawing conclusions. That's honestly Fair enough. That's your whole job. Sorry, I skipped over that. Yet the body did move from one place to the other. This hasn't cleared anything up at all. It's made the whole thing even more of a mystery. Was that really all we had to... Oh, hello. This is a different person? Where did she spring from? And did she just call the doctor Mama? Oh, okay. I was wondering if that was Scythe or not. This is a lawyer, dear. Oh! Sorry, I got... Oh! Hello. To meet you. Pleased to meet you. Yes, I'm a defense lawyer.
Anna!
Yes.
Can I cut this one up?
What? Oh, I love her already.
I've never seen and saw an Eastern person before. I want to know what it looks like.
Hold on. I need to do better. Covering the mouth is staying, but like... I need to... There we go. Of course you can't. It's a live specimen, as you can very well see.
When you're done with it, can I use your organs? Huh. Boring.
Oh, I want to make a D&D character like you. I think I just had a near-death experience.
Oh dear, Mr. Naruto, you're as pale as a corpse.
A what now?
Oh no.
Then let's leave before I'm mistaken for one. That's very interesting. Where is she? Oh, she just fucking is gone, I guess. There's probably nothing else I can do here, so... What are you doing at the moment? Trying to stay busy. Are there such impertinent Easters around? How terrible. Yes. You. She doesn't mince her words, Mrs. Soto.
I think perhaps it's time we left.
Fine. Courtney Scythe. Or wait, no, that's the. Okay, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know who the mask.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
And it's possible.
Yeah, it'll come up.
Mm-hmm.
Owl. Alan Crow. Taxidermy. Taxidermy always kind of... It doesn't creep me out like it does a lot of people, but it's not something I feel comfortable with, you know? I know, because your father has a stuffed deer head in the living room.
I thought about doing taxidermy when I was young.
Yeah, no, it just... It doesn't bother me, but I'm just like, that was an animal. It's kind of like, I guess, Uncanny Valley. That's what it feels like.
Mm. Yeah, I thought about doing that, and I thought about doing preservations in like the jars.
That too,
those.
yeah.